Greetings and God bless. Sorry about the lighting. Anyways, I just wanted to do a video about the electronic bulletin board called Godlike Productions. And I am making a case. I think it is literally a satanic website. So it's fun because there's the option of commenting and posting, and it's like an old school bulletin board or like a wall, like in the 80s, 70s, um, even the early 90s, there would be like a corner of a staircase or somewhere in the bathroom or somewhere where it wasn't like graffiti, like some weird tagging or big art mural thing. Like people would be like, "What do you think about such and such?" And so there'd be this whole conversation written, scrawled with a little pen or a sharpie in little handwriting on a wall. And so so then that kind of went into electronic bulletin boards, and most of those kind of disintegrated as of like 2024. There's not a whole lot of in interactive electronic bulletin boards like Reddit that aren't controlled. So like Reddit is sort of like one, but you know, so anyways, Godlike Productions GLP is one that seems to be fairly popular with folks into alternative information, alternative news, and so and I've used it, I don't know, for 10 years or maybe longer. And what's so interesting is if you just look at things, just take things at face value, godlike, an imitation of God, but not of God, not God, godlike productions. So who's the biggest one trying to be an imitator of God, trying to replace God, being trying to be godlike, but can't because he's the creation. It's Satan. So this is satanic productions. That's what GLP is. It's satanic productions. It's godlike. Satan is the little g god of Earth at this time. He's godlike, but he isn't the Alpha and the Omega. He's not the prime creator, and Satan knows this, and the demons know this, and so that's the first deconstruction of GLP. Then look at the icon. The icon is this little alien face. And I got into GLP when I was still a new ager and stuff like that. And in the early 90s, the alien face was really popular. It was like, I guess it was before memes were used as a household term, but it was like a meme, and all the ravers and the potheads and stuff like that were cool hipsters. They had the little alien logo or patch or shirt or some icon on their hat. So that was the image on that is the icon for GLP, and that stereotypical image of the little green man is exactly like the drawing that Aleister Crowley did of his demon informant. Um, just the big head, the light bulb like head, and slanty eyes, little eyes. So the icon itself for GLP is satanic. It's demonic. And I just realized this today. Like I was kind of wondering about it, but anyway, so I post, and there's a lot of race baiting there. There's a lot of um, chauvinist baiting there, like anti-woman, female chauvinist stuff, and along with the anti-left kind of stuff. It's somebody from the left would just call it a conservative conspiracy website. And somebody suggested to me that it was a Tavistock Institute mind control platform. And I was like, oh, I could see that. But so lately, I would say maybe the past 6 months, a year, it's been really into race baiting and trying to get what I think, what seems to be, pardon me, are conservative white men to be racist against Black people and also hate women, and especially white women, of course. I mean, so folks are trying to say, oh, like race baiters, and they're trying to use big names. Like lately, Scott Adams talked about a poll where 46% of Black people think that it's like whites are either questionable or wrong for existing. So he says that's a concern, and so everybody's like trying to create this momentum on that comment, to get everybody to be like, yeah, I think this horrible thought. So I pointed out that the KKK and the Black Freemason Farrakhan folks, they all believe that their God fell from heaven, came from heaven, and so they're all working for the same guy, which is Satan, because Satan fell from heaven. Satan's the alien, you know? And then, uh, a couple comments. And the thing is, what Godlike Productions used to do was they would just, they would ban me. They would delete my comment, wouldn't allow my comment to post, and then they would ban me. But now they're just deleting my comment. And sorry about the godfather clock here, grandfather clock. So my point is that I was saying that the past few years, who are the decision makers pushing the injections, pushing the masking, pushing the lockdowns, pushing the organ harvesting, pushing the alphabet agenda, pushing the operations on children, when they're trying to say, stay away from Black people? Who's doing all those things? It's white people. These are white decision makers, all the way up to BlackRock, all the way up to the Illuminati at the Vatican or something like that. And in another comment, I'm like, you think white people are going to protect you? You think white people are safe? Okay, they may not act out, but they're out to get your children. They're waiting to molest your children. I mean, just the bad people. There's just bad people everywhere because we're in this fallen realm, and if they're not out to get your children, they're out to get your children hooked on drugs, whether it's recreational drugs or whether it's pharmaceutical drugs or whether it's getting addicted to some media consumption, something or other, or whatever. It's like, so I was just saying that humans are messed up and you have to be on your guard regardless. And so I'm not using any swear words. I didn't use the word that begins with a J and ends with a W. It's 3 letters that GLP doesn't allow you to say. And I keep getting deleted when I'm saying you have to really have moral guidance informed by the Bible, and you have to have common sense, and you just can't make grand generalizations thinking that, oh, well, as long as I'm around a white person, I'm safe. I mean, it really is relative, because if we were in a, if we were in China, we'd be safe in the way that we're thinking, like Chinese people aren't looting a store or whatever. And it's not normal not that it's normal anytime. I mean, the reason why what's going on in this country, it's because people are being manipulated, and there's probably subliminal programming along with demonic, infestation, possession of people, along with weird stuff that the injections or 5G or whatever is causing people to behave badly. And if we look at like there's a lot of white on white, like among strangers going on, like harm, like women are throwing hot food at female servers in their face, in their eyes, like more than once. Like I've been seeing stuff like that. And not only like, people are trying to like break it down to race. Oh, it's just black people that are acting out. No, it's white people that are acting out. And it's not only humans that are acting out. Like I have noticed that there's a lot of domestic and wild animal attacks that are unusual, that are happening to human beings. Otters attacking surfers on their surfboards, bear attacks, like more than normal. Yeah, we have shark attacks, but it does. I just think it's worth adding uh, killer whales off the coast of Spain and Portugal have been attacking boats in a strategic way, disabling boats where boats have to be towed by their coast guard. And dogs, whether it's packs of dogs or the family dog, are attacking known family members, neighbors, friends of the family to death. Okay, so anyways, for some reason GLP wants this race baiting kind of a thing, and GLP does not want to take a look at the bigger picture, that humans are messed up regardless of their skin. If you put a white body in a black skin or a black body in a white skin, you're still going to have problems. And my point is that domestic and wild animals are acting out on people in ways that this was not happening before. So, anyways, yeah. So I just want to put that out there, and of course, I can't say this on GLP because it's a satanic. It's Satan's kind of uh, you know surveillance of people who are not in the left, and they're not just Fox News mainstream viewers. So it's like this catch-all. It's like this fail-safe, like, because so you have the left, you have the right, and then there's like people who are maybe independent thinkers. So this is, the GLP is kind of the independent thinker that's still looking at common news, because there's independent thinkers who have gone off to the wilderness and don't even look at a newspaper, much less the internet. And I'm sure Satan and the FBI and CIA and all those are surveilling those folks too in different ways. But just wanted to point that out. And so just to give you a heads up about that. Thanks for watching. God bless.